All right. Fire away.
So is that the scrimmage at the end is competitive as part of, most competitive part of practice, or is that?
I don't know. I can't give away my secrets.
Yeah.
No, it's just the end of practice, and every once in a while you like to finish like that. And we're trying to get our young guys as many reps as we can.
Is that something you turn to more often? I think Nate suggested something like maybe give the starters more rest as the season goes on.
Nate's been suggesting.
No. I asked him about it. I said, does this sort of thing happen?
Well, listen. I know Matt Enzer gives me basketball suggestions, but I haven't had them from Nate yet. So.
No, that's not what I mean. I just meant as the season goes on, do you have these things more often so the other guys?
Well, I mean, listen, we're practicing. I mean, we practice Monday, we practice Tuesday, we practice Wednesday. And at the end, once I feel comfortable that those veterans have, the plan and what we want to do, I like to get the younger guys some live reps. It's nothing more tricky than that.
We're going to have kind of a short turnaround between Thursday, Saturday games the rest of the way here. Is there do you look ahead to keeping guys fresh for Saturday while you're doing the Thursday game, if at any point?
Guys, you're asking me crazy hypothetical questions. I'm going to beat you back. And if I have to play guys 40 minutes to beat UW, they're going to play 40 minutes, and then we'll figure out how to play Washington State. I mean, I don't. You guys are overestimating how smart I actually am not, because we're just going to try to beat UW. There's no looking forward. There's no thinking if I can rest guys, not rest guys. I mean, as it plays out, we'll make those decisions.
How unique is UW in the sense that they're probably going to play your zone for 40 minutes?
Well, yeah, you just don't see that anymore, and they have a commitment to it, and Coach Hop is one of the few guys that probably really know how to coach it. So you see zones, a few possessions here and there over the course of the preseason, and most part, I mean, I don't think we played a zone-heavy team yet, and those teams probably don't have the conviction Washington has, where they know, how to adjust over the course of a game with what you're running, and take certain things away. So they do a great job of it, and I've always appreciated playing against them because it really challenges your team, and then makes you challenge you as a coach, where you gotta help put your team in the right place.
How much of there's probably a benefit of having the two big lineup against the zone?
For the way we play, I think there's always a benefit of having two big lineup. For sure. We love to attack inside out, and I don't care what defense we're playing against. We want to attack inside out.
How much of a learning curve is it for the new guys that may not have faced so much zone?
That's it. We worked on it, and obviously we've been working on it for a while, and you work on it, over the course of an entire season. You don't just start it on Monday before you play UW. Mm-hmm. And but that being said, there's no guarantees on how they're going to react or how it's going to work. So it's just something you'll have to monitor over the course of the game to see how comfortable guys are.
How did Kerr get to be the rep? Did you make him that?
No, he's volunteered. I think we found something. I think maybe long term. I think he's got a lot of potential as a ref.
Do you want to compare him to current Pac-12 refs?
No, not at all. And I don't think they want that either.
Henry gave him a solid B+. What would you grade his grade out there?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to take a look at the film today and sit down and evaluate his performance. But he's not short of confidence with the whistle in his mouth for sure.
When you look at Henry now and you imagine him a month from now, how much of a difference do you think he'll be this season?
Well, he needs to keep trending in the direction he is. He's really coming on, and obviously we knew Henry had some talent. And but you just don't know how quickly it's going to show itself, and I think it's starting to show itself. And he's still not maybe putting up huge numbers yet, but just the general feel of him on the court and his overall effort, and just kind of the balance and the force he's starting to play with is really sticking out to me. So I feel good where he's at, but we need to keep pushing him to get where we need to go.
How does the zone get different for Washington with the 7-footer shot blocker in the middle?
It makes it harder for sure. Anytime you have a legitimate, goalie at the end of your defense, it makes it hard. You can run a great play, and next thing you know, you're shooting over a 7-footer. I think that's one of the secrets of Arizona State's success right now. That kid, in the back line of their defense, is tough to play against, and Washington has that in Mia, and they really had it when they had Kepman going. It's unfortunate for them that he got injured, because they had legitimate 2 7-footers in there that will create problems.
Tommy, the NCAA committee, there was a report that came out that they're recommending expanding the NCAA tournaments by about 25%, leading to as high as 90 teams in each tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are I want to be in the first 65. Whatever they do, they can do. I want to have a team and a program that's in the first 65. I don't want to be 66 through 90. So, I mean, I really haven't spent any time thinking about it at all because it's probably so far coming to fruition that I don't need to be wasting my time on that.
How comfortable do you think Umar is against a 2-3 defense?
I mean, hopefully real comfortable. I mean, he's an experienced college basketball player now, and he played against some zone a lot last year, so I think he'll do well.
What did you? I don't know if you watched that Monday night game or heard about it. Just as a coach, when you see somebody go down like that,
I mean, it's heartbreaking. Yeah, I mean, I was doing my coach's show. Ryan and I were doing that, and we probably didn't even kind of realize what was going on. The game was kind of paused, and we were just plugging along, and Brian was checking his commercial boxes, and we were getting through the show. And I mean, it's just heartbreaking. What a tragedy, and it reminded me. I mean, 2 summers ago, I was sitting in the La Paloma hotel room by myself, watching. Just flipped on the TV, and the European soccer championship they were playing, and that Danish player went down. I literally was watching it live, and it was powerful and riveting to see him go down in a very similar situation. So I mean, I'm hoping this young guy pulls through.
On a lighter note, I was just wondering, a lot of guys seem like they're clean shaven and shorter haircuts.
Yeah.
Is that a team thing or a rule? Or
No rules. I don't know. I saw Dylan Anderson. I said, you look like Beavis, and he didn't even know who Beavis was. So these kids are getting. I guess I'm getting older, and the kids are getting younger.
But yeah, I mean, Kerr kind of seemed like, I thought maybe the mustache was kind of part of his look. He's got rid of that too.
I can't keep up with the looks, Bruce. That's your job. So.
Keon Brooks, what type of player?
Keon's really talented. He's a very talented basketball player, and he's a great young man, and he's having a great season for him. And he definitely draws a lot of attention, and this is a guy that is a highlight waiting to happen, and he can drop 20+ points on any given night.
How much did you get to know him? You guys looked at him, but obviously that transfer portal thing is quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's quick. We recruited him, and he and his family came down on a visit, and they chose another path and had their reasons for doing so, and we respected that, and wishing him nothing but the best of luck.
Thanks, Coach.